Hey Giblets, PsyStarcraft here with another StarCraft 2 commentary because that's what this channel is for. This is going to be on Lost Temple. We've got Psy in the east position as the red Zerg against Qazzi in the bottom position as the blue Protoss. This is a fun game, just like every other game. It's going to be my first game of my new hard drive, so that's pretty freaking sweet. I'm not going to notice any lag at all. I noticed I can actually get up to about 50 frames per second while recording without getting any lag whatsoever. That'll make the file size huge though, so I'm sticking with 30. 30 seems to be pretty solid without any lag. You can't really tell that it's any less than 50 or so. So that's pretty cool. Qazzi, I haven't really heard about him. My guess is he's just kind of a average diamond player, but the reason I chose this game is because there's it's really strange. It progresses really strangely, and I think it's a good demonstration of one thing you can do when a Protoss player does something against you. You'll be seeing that in a second, but you'll understand what I'm saying in a second here. He is putting down a pylon outside of his base. Of course, this means he's going to be walling this off and preparing a very fast expansion. Probably going to get a forge. And me, I am just mining away with my happy little drones that never ever get kills. He's being quite annoying, and I am putting down a 15 extractor with the weak drone. So if you have a really weak drone from any kind of harass like this, just use the weak one and build a building, because the building doesn't get made weak. That would be kind of weird if it did. And that drone will be happy, and he'll live and be an extractor for the rest of his life. And he will thank you for that, for healing his injuries. And the drone was attacking my spawning pool for a little bit, now sending out my drone scout. And what am I doing with this second overlord? I'm putting it right past my expansion choke point. And look at this, I just barely don't see these pylons coming out. If I saw the pylons, or if I saw the probe actually hanging out down here, one thing you can do to stop this kind of block off is patrol a drone back and forward. And another thing you can do is, once you notice it, if it's a little too late to stop the block off, is to get some banelings. And that's what I'm going to be doing this game. You'll notice I do have money for a hatchery, but I can't put that down because he's getting a cannon as well in his base. We are at equal harvesters right now. Let me bring up the production tab for you. First cannon coming, 4 Zerglings. And notice I have to deviate from the norm. Obviously, I can't just go, okay, expansion, Roachborn, and then put my guys back on gas once my expansion is almost done. I put my men back on gas right away because I'm going to be making the switch to Banelings. And you'll notice I did a quick extractor trick because I had psycapped myself. I had forgotten to build an overlord. One thing that these kind of builds can do to you is throw you in a funk and just kind of make you play a little bit differently. But my Baneling nest is coming up, and at this point I was playing very deliberately. I knew exactly what I was going to do to counter this, and the first thing obviously is going to be a Baneling bust on these pylons. So how much life do pylons have? 400 total. Banelings do 85 damage to a structure, so 5 Banelings would do 425 damage. Yes. Yeah, 425 damage. So 4 Banelings wouldn't quite cut it. 5 Banelings will be just enough. So these 4 pylons will drop to just 5 Banelings, which is what I'm going to get. I'm not going to get any more, not going to get any less. I do have 5 Zerglings right here, just waiting for the gas. And notice I am going a layer. I'm getting a layer now. I'm running off 2 gas. So 2 gas with a layer means mutas. It means maybe quick hydras, or it means a Nidus network. And you'll be seeing which one I choose here in a second. So here are 5 Banelings. Don't need many Zerglings. I don't expect any kind of Zeld aggression. I do have my Overlord hovering over here, and I see he's just now getting a gateway. So I'm fine as far as, tech goes. But if I don't do something to him soon, he's just going to overrun me with superior macro. He's just going crazy here, crazy here. If we look at the income tab, he's up 23 to 19. And let me just back that up and show you exactly what these Banelings did. Speed it up a little bit. 5 Banelings, and you can get the first Baneling in even though it will die. 1 shot, 2 shot. You'll notice it dies, but right next to those pylons, perfect. Killing all those pylons. This cannon is no longer powered. These Zerglings are going to run in and clean up. Now, I could try to recover on macro and just throw down a hatchery, just go mass drones, and hopefully be able to get an army before he's able to get an army. But instead, I'm doing something else. These 2 gas were for a Nidus network. Bam, there it is. And this is very early in the game. 27 food, and I'm already getting a Nidus network. He just got his cybernetic score. He's like, oh man, this Zerg player has been blocked out. I don't need to get any units. I'm fine where I am. I've got another cannon. I'm cool. But, I mean, he's only at 33 food as well. And look at this Overlord. He went all the way up here, all the way over here, all the way down here to this position, which is good if the Protoss player is in here. And now he's floating all the way down here with perfect timing. Just now gets there. The Nidus is complete, and I'm massing up a lot of Zerglings. You don't need too many, just because TOS players who expand like this are going to be like almost unitless. He has one Zealot, and that's just kind of ridiculous. He is spotting for me, and when you do this fast expansion, he can't really afford to drop a pylon here, drop a pylon here, here. So it's hard to prepare for this kind of Nidus play. You might call it like, oh, it's an all-in or it's in cheese or something like that, but this is actually a pretty surefire way to counter a quick fast expand if you get blocked out. Even against Terran players, it works pretty well. So he's forced to run his probes. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to kill too many probes. Might have been a good idea to send in a couple Banelings to maybe try to blow these probes up, but luckily I am able to kill a pylon before he's able to get this Void Ray out. That would have been quite the nuisance. Only one queen as of now. And this Nexus is down, so I did kill his main base. Killed a little bit of tech structures, maybe 1 or 2 probes, but he still got an expansion. He's a little bit slow on the tech compared to me. I am at a lair. And his harvester count is looking great, so if he can put up another expansion, he'll be able to transfer and be in great position. So right now I'd say it's more even of a game. I have map control, so I don't want to say he's at an advantage just because of the harvesters. It's a pretty open game at this point. I have a lot of Zerglings though, and look, I am preparing some kind of bust here with more Banelings coming out. He's doing a pretty nice job putting in a Stargate, putting in a pylon, another photon cannon, trying to wall this off as best he can. Meanwhile, my Hydra Den is completing, and notice when you are doing Nidus Worm play, you want to rally your units to your Nidus Worm. They'll automatically go in there, and then just keep tabs on this Nidus Worm. Hotkey it if you have to, because you're going to want to send in reinforcements whenever you can. I think at this point, though, I'm just getting some more Banelings, and I'm going to be focusing on economy. Yeah, we are seeing more drones. Second Stargate going down for Qazzi. He has Psylocked himself a little bit, but this is a lot of Banelings. 11 Banelings. These Zealots are going to go down with about 5 Banelings, but I am able to sneak a couple through, killing the Zealots, killing 2 cannons, and it looks like I'm going to run into the probe line. Not able to kill this last cannon, and this cannon over here was actually hiding from me. I didn't see it. So, okay, here we have an interesting situation. He's got tons of probes and 2 cannons. Now he could attack me with the probes, and that would force my Zerglings, that would allow my Zerglings to just auto attack these probes. But if his probes are mining, I have to right click every individual probe to kill them. So when he stopped attacking me with his probes, I just didn't feel worth it to try to individually attack. See, now he's attacking, now he's not attacking my Zerglings, and they're going to be focusing this cannon. So it's kind of tough in this situation to do tons of damage with the Zerglings, although I do think he made a mistake by using those probes to attack. The AI on my Lings would have been much worse if he just would have continued mining. These cannons would have done just fine. So I was a little bit lucky to get quite a good, such a good harass with these Zerglings. Now running a few more in to finish off that cannon just for shits and giggles. And again, attacking with these probes when he really doesn't need to. He could have just mined the whole time. He'd probably be up about 25 to 30 harvesters right now. Now I am taking the harvester lead, 25 to 17. What does he have going for him? He's got a couple Phoenix, couple Stargates, and he is sneaking a little Nexus over here. I'm taking my expansion. Am I getting Hydra range? Nope, not yet. Got a couple Banelings or Zerglings in that Nidus network, and some more Banelings popping in. Gonna try to see if I can run by into his probe line. But this Phoenix, these Phoenix, and this one Void Ray are gonna be quite the nuisance. Maybe gonna get some cannon kills. Oh, it looks like I'm gonna sneak by the cannons. Here we go. 18 harvesters down to, oh my gosh, down to 12 harvesters. So some great Baneling run-bys. Those cannons were like, what? We need to get fatter. So now I'm looking great. Just being able to get out of that rough early game, him preparing that fast expansion, the nice little wall off. Baneling's doing a good job of busting that, and going into the Nidus as well. I think instead of going for the mass Lings and the mass Banelings and running in here, it would have been a little bit more safe if I were to maybe just send 12 Lings or so, kill that main with those 12 Lings, and pick up a fast expansion. Because then I'd be running off 2 base, and he'd be kind of holed in right here, rebuilding all of his tech structures, and I'd be in good position macro-wise, as opposed to having to risk that Baneling attack and that Zergling attack on here to get even on macro. So you see right now I am doing pretty well, 30 to 16. As long as I scout this base over here, I can't let that get too saturated, but look at this. 6 Zerglings going out with my awesome game sense. I just knew he had to have some kind of trick if he wanted to stay in the game, so I'm scouting every single base at this point. I wonder if I actually saw it. Yeah, I did see it with something. He's now lifting up my queens, but it's a little bit too late for this kind of Phoenix play. I do have 2 or 3 queens out in the field, lots of Hydras, so at this point he's just kind of bottled into his base. The Nidus network play with the Baneling play did work. This Nexus is now going down. And I don't want to draw this out too long for you guys because I just really wanted to highlight that early Nidus play. It is an option with this type of Protoss contain. So I'm going to speed it up a little bit. He does stop these Zerglings with a lot of picking up of the Phoenix. Void Ray coming in, and Nexus almost dying. At my base, I'm just continuing to macro up. I should be getting range. Yeah, I do have range on the Hydras, getting an Evo Chamber. Just pretty standard play. Hydras against Protoss is just so strong. And right now, he just can't fund a Robo Bay. He's just too far away from Colossi or Storm. He's just like struggling to get out Void Rays, but I've still got Hydras and Queens, so it's not looking too good for him. I actually sent in one more Hero Ling. We need to commend this Ling. I'm sorry. Hero Ling, you are glorious. Oh, that's so awesome. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, if we look at the unit tab, 4 Hydras, 3 Zerglings against some Void Rays and Phoenix. So if you guys have ever encountered this kind of play where the toss does block you out, let me know what you do against it. Like message me or just like put a comment down. Because I'm kind of curious. I don't know if I should go for a Spine Crawler on the ledge to kill the cannon, if I should go for the Baneling bust like I did, or if I should just ignore the Baneling bust altogether and go for a Nidus right away. It's really hard to say. I think it was a pretty decent decision this game to go for that Baneling bust with the Nidus, so I don't know. Now running off 2 base, he's only running off 1 base. It's really just a matter of time before I macro up enough Hydras to be able to push out this front door. And he's trying to do a little bit of harassment, but it's just not going to work. Just so many Hydras forcing his Void Rays and his Phoenix away, maybe picking off 1 Overlord there. Oh, I did get a Void Ray. Hydra's very, very fast on creep. And yeah, he pretty much knew the game was over. Would have liked a GG, but pretty cool, nice play. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The Zerg versus Protoss. And if you haven't seen it already, Husky casted a 2v2 of us, and it was kind of funny. Good for a couple of laughs, so check that out on his channel as well. And that's going to be it, guys, so thanks for watching. What's up, Giblets? Oh, whoa, that's really fast. Holy shit. What's up, Giblets? This is Psy back with another StarCraft 2